All right. So, we have another installment of our hellish epic ahead of us. But before we get to that point, let's learn a little bit about who's at our table.
Hello, my name is Brent. I'll be playing Saren Starseeker. He's an astral elf divine soul sorcerer who's navigating the hells with a sliver of divinity left behind by an angel's sword.
Evening. I'm Samir. I'm playing Redwind Glaw, a chthonic tiefling warlock slash fighter. Again, he mostly shoots things with his bow, does a bit of magic on the side. Um, I'd say, fun, well, fun-ish fact is he's recently been pondering kind of late that it might not be a like to his mind, it might not be a coincidence that his patron is a black-winged Solar, and he's out here in the Hells rescuing Celestials.
I am Kelsey. I'm playing Ash. She's a tiefling fighter. Um, she's been hyping herself up for what comes next. Uh, she's so not ready, but she's trying to convince herself that she is.
Caitlin, I'm playing Melior's Vryn. Mel is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with snow white hair and steel gray skin. This week's fun fact about Mel is despite loving the rain, Mel dislikes what it does to the ground. Her least favorite noise is the wet squelch of walking in thick mud that you sink into, where every step is an ordeal. As someone who values clean gear and silent, agile movement, the sloppy, heavy sound is the ultimate annoyance.
Hi, I'm Ronald, and I'm playing Aziz, a vampire blade song wizard who's thirsty. Read it to the hell you will.
All
Has
right.
many meanings.
With that, we will have our hopefully our lovely cleric Lux join us um later on. But for now, you will have found it, all that you needed to in Philethagos, and so Stygia awaits. And as you traveled down the Styx, we have the nothing to return to, do we not? So, let's pick up there. Darkness, of course, surrounds you as the Styx carries you away from Philethagos. And it is cooler here in the nothing than the intense heat of the realm before. And I would like everyone to make for me wisdom saving throws.
Do I have to make one, even if I'm in my mansion?
What level are we on?
Oh
Level
no.
3.
This is the 5th layer. Yes, but you can make yours with advantage.
Okay. Because once they told me weird stuff happens, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh yeah, but things get worse the further you get down.
Which is I'm about to find out.
Okay.
Okay, for some reason I'm not able to. My roll's not bad for some reason.
Oh no. What was your total?
I mean, I'm clicking D&D Beyond here, like it's just not
Oh.
showing anything. Let me just run a D20 over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nat 20. Cool.
You're fine.
Plan.
It is Saren who the chill sort of wraps around you, almost like a coat settling on your shoulders. And you feel drawn to the edge of the water, to the edge of the barge to peer into the waters. And it's almost beckoning you. The realm before was so hot. And the waters here must be so cool.
Saren's looking over the edge at the water. The air feels much more pleasant.
Are you all right?
It's just such a relief to get out of the heat.
Then the breeze sort of carries to you, and it's almost like there's a whisper upon it. Swim.
Saren's reaching out towards the water, but he's not going to touch it. He's just really thinking about it.
Hey, I don't think we need to reach out for the water. It's probably a bad thing. Not much swimming in space, is there?
No, but we were on a boat
It's
too
different.
long ago. I know.
You know it's different.
Are you sure you're okay?
I don't know how to answer that, Faye. Do you have any insight on how I might be able to answer that?
I mean, you feel fine physically. Maybe hyper aware of the sweat still sort of sticking to your skin. Though you really think that a dip in the cool waters below would be just the right thing to cool you off.
Saren's slowly going to put one foot up on the edge of the boat.
Hey,
I am reaching for his like waist to be like, wait now. That's a real bad idea, darling.
You know this water's bad.
Just think about how cool it might feel.
No,
No.
Maybe we can go in the mansion and get some ice cream.
Does that sound great?
I don't think I know what that is.
So why don't we go find out?
It's cold and you eat it and it tastes amazing.
Okay. Okay. And if they're like ushering him off, he's gonna be looking over his shoulder and then looking forwards on the other side of the boat.
Maybe like an ice bath too. That could be fun.
Yeah, I bet we could arrange for one of those too.
Yeah. So you still feel the sort of breeze coming off, but you are ushered away. And there's no like pain or anything like that, but you still kind of hear that whisper almost. The swim. The barge travels down the Styx, and you feel as it begins to corkscrew almost down a funnel. And as it, for those that didn't have to usher your companion away from the side of the ship, you smell salt on the air, like salt water. But it is insanely cold the further that you travel through the nothing down the Styx, and then there begins to pick up speed once you are no longer corkscrewing down, and you feel the movement of rapids beneath you, sharp turns, and for brief moments you can see formations in the dark of icy stalactites reaching down like the teeth of a great beast. Then you are struck by dim light as you exit the nothing down a large waterfall that goes very steeply into the frozen wasteland. Welcome to Stitcher.
Redwin's gonna stay close to the fire on the top deck, and he's gonna keep an eye out to the sky to kind of see if there's. Because he recalls going into Phlegethos, we had, like, again, every time we've seen something flying, he's gonna keep an eye out to see if there's anything that is visible that could be a threat or something watching.
Looking above, no figures currently flying, though you do notice that the sky here, different to some of the others, is this almost purple color of a twilight. And it is insanely cold here. If you do not have cold weather gear, you will be subjected to Constitution saving throws for any extended time spent in Stygia.
get her cold weather gear on before she leaves the mansion, anticipating where we're going.
Redwin,
Ash is doing so as well. Her cloak, and she's tied on her tail sweater.
I think Redwin wouldn't have had his gear before, because as they were leaving Flagathos, but again, he wasn't sure what to expect, so he's going to head below decks and get his cloak and protections.
Saren will put his stuff on.
I too will find war clothing.
As he's attempting to cover his head, he's gonna probably like check in with potentially Ash, like, because we both have horns.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them don't know how good they have it, to be honest. Must be nice to just be able to put a cloak on top of your skull and not have to worry about stuff getting in.
Well, I'm new to the horn thing still. But I haven't had any issues with hoods. Why aren't you buying big hoods?
Make my head look big.
Can't worry about stuff like that when the weather's like this. You might look dumb, but you're gonna be warm.
I'll take it under advisement.
Please do. Don't lick any metal poles.
Next time you're in the nothing, that's gonna be the wisdom save.
Would we have had a long rest on the trip to Stygia? I think the last long rest we had was in the city in Phlegethos before we got to the hunting area.
Typically, the space between the different areas are not long enough for a long rest. But you can always stay within the mansion upon the barge long enough for a long rest, or just stay in the barge for a long rest, or maybe see if there's a city with an inn that could offer you a long rest.
Is TX familiar with Stygia?
Do you ask TX if he's familiar with?
Yes.
Well, yeah, of
Yes.
course I'm familiar with Stygia.
Are you, or are you just saying that?
Are you questioning the great and powerful TX? Mightiest of
Almost every
sorcerers.
day. Almost every day.
Well, what else is there to know about Stygia? It's
I don't
frozen.
know.
There's sharks underneath the waters.
There's sharks under the water?
Oh, yeah, they're big uns too.
Oh, jeepers.
And it's at this point you notice, like, Kotam there, has crocheted himself, like, a scarf and mittens, and is continuing to do, like, his crocheting now, but, like, it seems that he was preparing for this.
That is so cute.
I love that so much. What color are they?
They are green, like a jade green kind of color.
Alright, well, we're here. We're looking for somewhere that mortals
Can't
would be
be
imprisoned.
found. Kotam says as you say that you're looking for someplace. This place is the least, or the most hospitable of the 9 hells, depending on your perspective. There is no duke who oversees Stygia in the ways that the others are overseen. What comes to Stygia stars, the elements have no contracts. The truant mortals come here to evade infernal scrutiny. The wilderness is harsh, but offers you a fairer fight for survival than other layers. But what you have walked into has its own traps and surprises. Devils here are cruel, but they can be bargained with. Other fates are less open to negotiation. What you came seeking for is in a place that cannot be found. And as he says this, he looks with that blind eye covering mask to both you, Ash, and to Lux, as both of you are searching for things here in Stygia. You must allow yourself to get lost. For when those lost within the blizzards of Stygia, they will find signs.
Great, then let me off the barge. Let me go get lost.
You are welcome to leave, but should you not wish to rest and make yourself sturdy for travel,
I've waited too long. It's already been too long.
very well. And, yeah, you are welcome to step off the barge. TX will, slow it down. There's not really any place to dock here, as this is the middle of the wastelands, though. So don't fall, because you could fall into the sticks.
Sounds only slightly worse than falling into the nothing. With sharks.
Though there are safer ways to get off if you do travel to a town that has a dock. Up to you.
Can we ask again? I think we've been told this at this point, but TX isn't aware of any habitation or settlement within Stygia at this point. Right?
TX hasn't mentioned anything, but from what Kotam says, it sounds like he does have this knowledge. It's just not been asked for, and so it has not been given.
That's because I guess Redmond just asked directly before we step off the barge and proceed to get, like he's gonna do air quotes, lost in the blizzard. Is there habitation or settlement within the hell, like within this lair?
There are small villages scattered throughout the wasteland. Not many cities. Tantlin is perhaps the best, though there is Sherushk. I do not recommend you go there. Much easier to find yourself in a fatal situation in Sherushk. Tantlin will offer you the best hospitality Stygia can offer.
Perhaps we should try to... Just thought perhaps we start there instead of immediately wandering into the frozen wasteland.
We're not here for hospitality.
No, we're here for answers.
No, I am
We're
here
not.
to find my family. I have no interest in finding towns or comfort here.
Do we know where they are?
Kotam said they are in a place that cannot be found.
Right.
So we need to get lost.
We or
You are more than welcome to do whatever you wish. I would like to get off and get lost. Because that is the best chance that I have to find my family.
okay, but
When you
are-
find them, how are you going to find your way back to
I don't
the
know.
barge?
I don't know.
I can help with that part.
Wondering if maybe we all hold on to a length of rope so that if when we get lost, we at least don't get separated from each other.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, are you 100% good to go? Like,
Who, me?
yeah.
Yes. Beyond okay. Beyond ready.
Brandon's going to pose a question to Saren. How do we find our way back if we get lost? You had a way. What is the way?
I can teleport us.
All of us plus passengers.
That's an excellent question.
Because if we're finding someone, we're not coming back alone.
Teleport is you and up to 8.
Yeah, Ash, how many people are we looking for?
5.
I'm sorry, you said 5?
5.
Then I suppose. Thank you, Redwin. My solution is not a solution for all.
Hey, Tiax, can you come with us and teleport half of us back?
I gotta get this barge not here. I'm not leaving it in the middle of the area. If I'm putting this barge down, it's someplace where it can be locked up nice and tight. Which seems is not what he was looking to do. Well, there's plenty of people that walk around these areas, and if they see a barge unaccompanied except by lovely Kotam here, they're just going to take it and run off.
Okay, well, if you give me half an hour, I can probably put my mind into changing out one of my spells, prepared to do teleport. But we'll be have since I've used spell slots for our confrontations that we had not that long ago, I have to be very picky about what I do in combat if we get into combat, which we're in the hells, so that's more than likely to happen.
I wonder if I can, if Redwin's gonna just think out loud, if you can confer with Kotam on the utility of a teleportation circle to the barge. Because technically that's a spell I know, but I've never used it.
The barge does not have a teleportation circle that you could teleport to. Though you could teleport to Tantalin, as that is a hub of trade and commerce. They would most definitely have one. But you would need to see the teleportation circle to know how to draw it to get back.
Can Kotam tell us, or, well, if not Kotam, then can TX tell us how long it would take us to get to Tantalum?
Tantalin's just down the shore. It's not very far. It's the first thing you come across.
So again, if we're losing less than a day to get to a point where we can come back that we know of, I would say it's worth the effort to get to Tantalin first.
It's not us. You gotta get through.
Metro won't say anything. She'll just go below deck.
True to what Tiag says, it is not long to reach Tantalin from your entrance into Stygia. Maybe 2 hours at most. And it is a fairly large city. There is docks that the barge is brought upon, and you can see a collection of different demons and mortals here in this city. Though they seem more rough around the edges. You definitely feel any sort of leering eyes upon you.
It would have been like 30 minutes, right, getting there.
Oh, almost 2 hours is what it was.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part. My bad.
Yeah.
Cool. Then yeah,
Excluding Ash, are we like all still above deck, or
Anyone who wants to be above deck is on deck. Anyone who wanted to go down or go into the mansion can go do so as well. But Ash is the only one that specified that a setting change happened.
I think I'll probably ask Saren and Melioras both, like, this is personal for her, so I can't comment, but you've been a traveling companion longer than us. We're here to achieve something, but I would like us to be alive at the end of it and not lost in one of the hells.
Yeah, it sounds like getting lost is part of it. She's been searching for her parents or her family for longer than we've been traveling together, and she's put that aside for both of us on some other tasks. I'm sure she's eager.
Well, if we can spare the 2 hours, if I can learn the teleportation sequence of the circle at Tantalon, then we have one surefire way of getting folks back here, and then it's hop skip to back to the bars, right?
Right.
That's a solution. I don't really have anything else.
I mean, I did the moment of getting teleport as one of my prepared spells. If a situation, I just have to make sure I don't use my highest level spell slot
Yeah.
unless we really need to get out of a tough situation. So no disintegration. No.
I do think it's important to have some kind of a plan to make sure we all get it out of here, including the people that Ash is looking for. But I also, I understand Ash's urgency, and it is more than justified. Saren, I don't know if one of us should go check on Ash, but I don't think it should be me. I'm one of the primary causes for significant delay in her search.
I'm sure she doesn't see it that way, but I can talk to her. Yeah, Saren will go seek out Ash. Hey, Ash. Are you alright?
Am I alright? I guess.
I think everyone wants to do the best we can to find and save your family.
It feels like I'm wasting time.
I know. And you've given all of us time. But we want to make sure that we can get them all out. All of us and them safely.
Surely you can understand being so close and being told to wait. Again.
I do. We're on the way, and everyone just wants to make sure that we're in the best position to get everyone out.
No, I understand. And still, I'm okay with what everyone else wants to do, but I am slowly coming to the end of that road. Quickly coming to the end of it. I'm too close now.
We'll find them.
I know.
Saren, with the confirmation that Ash understands and is probably as good a shape as she can be, he'll head back up and he'll give everyone else the thumbs up. She understands. She's just eager.
I know the feeling.
I understand. I won't be a hypocrite. I too am impatient being here.
Well, The moment we get to Tantalon, the first thing I'm going to do is head off and try and find the teleportation circle so I can get that sequence. And after that, happy to get lost with all of us.
Options are nice.
Yeah.
We can prepare to get lost.
Yeah. And he's gonna like just like check one of his bandoliers and go, yeah, I do have the components to cast the circle. At least 3 times, if need be. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you. And I know Ash does appreciate it. I don't want to speak for her, but she sacrificed a lot to get all of us this far, so.
Yeah, it was personal, was personal.
Meliors is fastidiously checking over her rope to make sure it's not frayed on their many adventures. While this is happening, she needs to keep busy.
All right. So, docking at Tantalon. I want Meliors to roll for me 2d6.
Okay.
Alright, you avoided doubles. Your rope is fine.
Well, that's great news.
Now that you are in this city, I know that we have Redwin going to find the teleportation circle. Is anyone accompanying Redwin, or does Redwin go alone?
I will go with him to also learn the circle, because I can also do teleportation circle. So if it comes down to it, I'll just, steal the components off his body if he's incapacitated and can't do it.
Backups are good, but shouldn't you have like a cauldron of components in your infinite mansion?
Well, it's learning the sequence for the teleportation circle. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's
he was talking to.
yeah, no, I got it. The brain. I mean, you can't always have the magic mansion available, right? It's in a set location. Sometimes you need what's on hand or on corpse.
Yeah. Why would I use my equipment when yours is just as usable?
I can see why you're not alive.
He's alive. Somewhat. Alright.
Me being a house doesn't change that.
So while Redwin and Aziz go there, I know that Ash's intentions are getting out of here as soon as possible. Does anyone else have any other intentions in Tantalon? This would be an area if you want to procure things like rations, cold weather gear, potions of healing. Things like that would be able to be found here.
No, Redman's probably gonna get a backup. Like the other thing he's probably gonna do is like, since he's already going to this, he's gonna want to buy like an extra 3 or 4 sets of cold weather gear. Like the back of my mind, he's thinking we have to get people out, so there's probably gonna be some potentially need for some extra cloaks and whatnot.
Okay.
We can
So,
fit it in my bag.
I'll just mention that Lux is donning a very large, very worn full fur coat. It looks like he's had for a long time. A lot of maybe a few holes, some rips and stuff, but still mostly intact. And Lux will be waiting, ready to go whenever the time arises.
Okay.
Meliors is gonna stay on the barge.
Yes, Saren will wait.
All right. Then Aziz and Redwin, as you set off into the town of Tantalum. Or city, really. Why don't I do this? Again, there's some looks that you can feel lingering on you. You don't really seem to be the people that typically come through this area. But you are able to procure cold weather gear. I will ask for a either persuasion or intimidation from Redwin to see how much this is going to cost you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be persuasive. Redwin, he's not that into being scary. He's rather prefers to be. Oh god. Okay, that's good. 23. It was hovering over the 1 for a second, and I was like, oh jeez.
All right. So 23. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an upcharge just because of where you're at, compared to like where you would be normally. So each set of cold weather gear is gonna be 5 gold pieces. But it could have been a lot worse.
That's not bad. 25
Let's play it.
down.
New date.
I'll put it to party equipment then.
Alright. While Redwin is striking this deal, Aziz, a
Yes.
figure approaches you, large. You can tell immediately that this is a pit fiend, though you can see that there is a large band on one of his arms, and beneath it, rather than the normal skin tone, you can see a metal arm. And as he approaches you, I can see that you've got some capabilities. And his voice seems louder than how he speaks. And you can see the snow sizzling upon his shoulders. I've got a gift. A boon from my master for you.
At first, Aziz looks around. Me?
Aye.
And who is your master?
Someone of importance around these parts. Someone powerful. Someone who's got interest in you.
I don't know many people in the house that would have interest in me.
You're not like other mortals that come through. And as he says this, you can see that there's something that he sort of, from the organic hand, there's something that he's sort of fiddling with.
Well, unfortunately, I'm in a bit of a time crunch. And I don't want someone ripping my head off for us being late. So,
There's no time required. I'll give it to you. You receive it. That's it. Uh, and then with that, the hand that he was fiddling with something drops, and hanging from his fingers on a chain is an amulet that he presents towards you.
I cautiously take it and I will study it for a bit.
In the gleam, it is definitely an arcane artifact, and you can feel the pulsing of power beneath it. You would know that it would require attunement from this cursory glance.
Can I do Arcana to see if I can tell anything else from it, or?
Nope, you'd need to spend an hour to look further into it, or attune to it over an hour. That's what you got here.
Okay. I will identify it later. Thank you. Am I supposed to meet your master at a later date, or?
He just smiles and says, "Keep doing as you do. My master's keeping an eye." And as he's walking off, Redwin's walking out with the purchased clothes.
Would I have been able to see any part of this discussion?
Just someone walking on the streets, but there's plenty of people doing so. You are in a city.
Yeah. Well, we got the gear sorted, I guess.
I open up the bag and let him dump it inside the bag of holding.
That is useful. I should get one of those.
Yeah, that saved my butt a couple of times. And I will take one little more glance at the amulet, and I'll tuck it into the bag as well.
Okay. From here, from here you're able to get directions to a major trade hub where you can see one of the teleportation circles here, and take the time to study it, so that way you can utilize it with your teleportation spell circles. And from there you can easily make your way back to the barge.
As we're making our way back, I'm just gonna keep an eye out, kind of like, are we seeing mostly
Mostly devils, but there are more humans and other mortals here than you have seen on other of the levels. The only one that you can think comes close to it is when you were in Dis in the Agora.
Interesting. Yeah.
Let's hurry back, or
yeah.
We gotta tie her down and stop her.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when things are. When you get that close, it's a one-track thing, right? So the rest of us have to keep an eye on the nuts and bolts of keeping the rest of us alive and getting everyone back in one piece.
I quite need all you guys alive. Alright.
When you say it like that, I'm wondering at one point I'll wake up in a sacrifice circle.
No. I wouldn't make you wake up as I continue walking.
One of these days. He's just gonna mumble under his breath as he follows along.
you make it back to the barge. That's the wrong... There we go. So you make it back to the barge. And everyone's there. And from here, the group can disembark from the barge and move through Tanslin to the edge and into the wilderness.
Everybody take some of this rope.
We'll take some rope.
It only lasts for an hour, but I could ritually cast Rory's telekinetic bond so we can all communicate. At least for the next hour. Mentally.
It's up to you.
As it is, it's just very cold, but it's not dark, right? It's just like
There's
kind of
twilight,
twilight.
so it's dim light at its brightest, which,
Right.
if you have dark vision, means that it's bright light for you, but if you don't have dark vision, things are obscured.
Alright. We are bonded.
Alright. So you set out into the wilds. Frozen tundra.
Do we roll for lost or
You don't need to roll, I don't think, but I'm going to double check on things real quick.
Alright guys, whatever you do, do not look at a map.
We'll just glare at Aziz.
Want to leave this to chance. I have one thing we could do. He's gonna like take an arrow and just say like cast light on it so it glows a bit, and he's like, let me throw it into the air. Whichever direction it goes, we go that way. And just keep walking until we don't remember which way we came from. If that is the intent. I don't know.
It's as good as anything.
He's gonna shrug, like take an arrow, cast light on it, and then like basically, I don't know, shoot it like 600 feet,
Okay.
aiming literally nowhere. And
Okay.
he's gonna see like, so like watch it like you'd watch a flare off in the distance, and be like, well, whatever direction that is, I guess that's where we go. And
Alright. Go ahead, as you follow that, I'd like everyone to make for me a perception check.
visual or just
Visual.
regular? Okay, I think I have advantage on visual.
That's a 32.
Jeez. A 2 and a 3.
Oh no.
Standing. Yes, I am blinded.
Melioris, it's hard to make them out amidst the white of the snow around you. Actually, why don't we do it this way? Because we got it. Snow. It's hard to make them out from the white of the snow around you as you are following the arrow that Redwin had sent out. But you are adept enough of a ranger to be able to see this traveling pack of 4 creatures you've seen before. You see Abishai, white Abishai that are stalking these lands.
Hey guys, there's a boat for Abishai at 4 o'clock.
Aren't they following us?
Can I tell what direction they're going in?
You can't tell if they are exactly following you, but they do seem to be prowling these lands, so they might find you, even if they aren't currently on your trail.
I recognize hunters when I see them. I don't think they've spotted us yet, but that's not to say that they won't.
Keep an eye on them then.
You got it.
At this point, I will ask for stealth. Yeah, I'll ask for stealth.
Disadvantage stealth.
Oh, Ash.
22.
I don't know
not
what
too
to
bad.
tell you.
Whoops.
You know, it tracks. I feel like it tracks in this moment.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just bounding through the snow looking for signs.
Okay, why is it not doing it for me?
It's like 5 dodges now.
Yeah, I
6?
see all your dice coming
I
through.
see like
I don't. There it is. The dice were rolling, but it was not coming into the game channel.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck?
That was strange. Cool.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe I should change to ice dice since we're here in Stygia. I think I'm gonna do that. But
You should do whatever you want to do.
dangerous words.
With your dice. With your dice.
That's an important footnote.
Yeah. So.
God forbid I wish well upon my friend.
So yeah, you guys are traveling when I would say that Melior, since I'm sure you've been keeping an eye on these Abishai since you've seen them.
100%.
You can see 2 of them looking right in your direction. And you can tell that you've been spotted.
Guys, they're on us.
Alright. Well, just keep walking unless they get involved with us. Are they coming in our direction?
Oh yeah, they're following you now. They're not rushing towards you. They're hunting you.
Yeah.
how far away are they?
I'd say it's not to scale on this map, but I'd say that they're
Yeah.
probably on the order of about
Fireball distance?
Oh, definitely fireball distance. They keep within the range of 80 to 90 feet away from you. Not
Yeah,
close in.
Bought one of these before Fireball
Well, Redwin's gonna like knock
option then.
an arrow on his bow. Like, they're close enough. I can hit one at least, or try to. If they're hunting us, then
Well, we can either tell them we know that they're there and face them, or
why?
stop and wait.
This isn't a duel. Cut through, keep moving. Do we have the luxury of time?
No, we don't.
We really
Don't-
don't, but
Meliors will just say in Infernal, move along, we're not an easy snack.
You hear back in Infernal. Actually, no. You don't hear back in Infernal. You hear back in your mind. We don't hunt for food.
Whether it's food, pleasure, or some other undetermined reason, it's gonna end badly for you.
We shall see. We know this landscape better than you.
I mean, I can't kill you.
You see them still?
Oh yeah, you can see them. It's hard to because the white of their scales, with the falling snow and the Arctic tundra, makes
Right.
them a little bit more camouflaged. But you know that they're there.
I throw a firebolt in their direction.
You could.
I will.
Okay.
Should
Roll
it be
me.
a disadvantage?
Yes, it will be at a disadvantage, but roll that attack
Got
roll.
it. That's a 20.
Okay. 20 hits. And it does nothing. They are immune to fire.
It's fine. It's a warning.
They don't seem dissuaded.
I don't care.
Okay.
Saren will then cast a spell.
Okay.
Saren will cast a chain lightning.
I think I'm gonna have Redmond fire his bow as well at this point. At
Well,
the
that-
closest one.
At this point, then, I'll ask for initiatives.
Yes, yes.
Dash is pissed.
Yeah.
9.
I'm glad I got that natural one out on initiative.
We'll call that close enough for this. Alright, so Ash gets to go first.
Great. Just double check. Gonna use one of those. And yeah, we're gonna use a high-powered leap. And
Alright.
we're gonna get. It's a bonus action. And we'll get about that close. And then. Does that count as movement, or because it's.
Because it's a bonus action, it's a separate thing.
Got it. Then we're gonna close distance. And we're gonna stab 3 times at one of them.
Okay.
I don't care which one.
Alright.
Neither does Ash. A 26.
Yep.
A 19.
Yep.
And a 31.
Yep.
all that damage.
And it's just plain stabbing damage, right?
Yes, piercing.
Cool. Alrighty.
But I think she's upset enough to action surge,
Go for it.
and she'll keep going.
Hell yeah.
28, a 35, and a 31
Alright.
for that much.
Alright, and that's one
A little.
that's one Abishai down.
Good, that'll be my turn.
Alright, it's our next Abishai in the initiative, who is going to go reckless on its attacks against you, Ash. And so the first attack is going to be with its longsword for a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
dealing 10 force damage. And then it will go for a claw attack. Misses with a 10. And then the final attack is going to be a bite. Those are fucking cocked. That's not what they read. Fine. That one also misses. Alright. Lux, it is your turn.
So I'll cast a level 2 Bless to the 4 people that are around. And I will just go ahead and start booking it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. It is Aziz, your turn. Oh, do we have an AFK Aziz?
Sorry, I was counting the spaces. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And then I was in the midst of trying to make sure I do this spell right. I got 45 movement because I'm gonna bonus action activate my blade song. I move 5, 10, 20, 40, 45, and then 5, 10, 15, 30. So would I still be able to still wind strike all 3 of those guys? Because it says range within 30 feet.
You can get to Abishai A with 30 feet, but D and C are beyond that.
Okay. And I will do something else then. I love how I was saying fireball range, but I don't even have fireball prepared.
They're immune to fire.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't have it prepared, because we're in the hells. Alright, I'm just gonna cast from a distant arcane bolt. Am I dice roll for my coming?
I see a 12 on the die itself, but it didn't come through. So what's your modifier?
So it'd be 22.
22. 22 hits.
Alright, Ugh.
5 damage. And which one were you aiming for?
A.
Alright. Cool. Anything else?
No. Don't clap on the performance.
Alright, Meliors.
Okay, Meliors is gonna do something a little bit different this time. She's gonna drop the rope and put her foot on it so that she doesn't lose it in the blizzard. And she's gonna take out her longbow. And she's gonna use her bonus action to cast magic weapon on it. If I can find that on my sheet. There we go. And then I'm just going to take some longbow shots at A. And I believe I have advantage because it was reckless.
That is correct, yes.
So that's a 28.
Hits.
Actually, no, that would be a 29 because it's a +1 currently. So it'll be 1 extra damage. That's 7 points of damage.
Yes.
And then that'll be a 23 to hit. And I'm gonna turn this into a dreadful strike, hoping that this is the one I was talking to and it was talking to me telepathically. I'm gonna do some psychic damage to it. Okay, so it'll be 12 points of piercing and 6 points of psychic. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is Saren's turn.
Saren would like to continue and complete the casting of the chain lightning.
Alright.
A dex save 18 from each of them, please.
Abishai A gets an 8. Abishai C gets a 19. And Abishai D gets a 16.
Half damage for C. It will be 47 lightning damage on a failed save.
You do not seem to be immune nor resistant to lightning.
Cool. I'll move a little closer. That's it.
Alright. Abishai C. is going to leap into the air, wings extend, and fly over to Aziz. And he does not move close enough for Ash to get an opportunity attack. But he is going to do the same attempts of clawing, biting, and stabbing into Aziz. Though he starts off with a claw and try and hold you in place. With a 25 to hit. Does a 25 hit Aziz? Or are you doing shield?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was talking. Yeah, that hits.
Alright, that's gonna be 6 slashing damage. And then we're gonna get a strike from the sword for a natural 20.
Oh. Yeah, what's what's a natural 20? Yeah, that hits.
Alright, that's gonna be...
I'll use a reaction to throw up a shield.
Okay.
It just reduces damage.
Alright, so 15 force is incoming to Aziz.
Reduced by 9.
Alright, so that'll be 6 then that Aziz takes of force damage, and then we've got a bite. For an 18 to hit.
That would miss.
Alright. Redwin, it is your turn.
Okay, Redwin is... Let's see. Which I see is probably the bigger threat. He's gonna, like... 35, 40... Not 35 feet, maybe 40... Yeah. So he's gonna ready his bow and just kind of, like, run about 35 feet south. So he has a clearer line of sight to Abishai Sea.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna, like, kneel down, ready his bow, and fire off 3 arrows, just to keep it very simple. So I'll run the attack rolls, and he's gonna attempt to use necrotic damage if the arrows hit. So first attack is a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. Second attack is a 21.
That'll hit.
And third attack is a 33.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that is 3d8 plus 27. 15 plus 27. I got my calculator here, whatever that is.
Looking rough is what is looking.
And nothing on bonus action. He is conserving his spells, but at this point he's gonna yell to us. He's like, "Stay alive!" And then also I'm gonna use the mastery property of the longbow to ensure that the Abishai Sea is slowed, so movement speed reduced by 10.
Beautiful. Alright. White Abishai D closes in on Ash, bearing teeth and 2 hands upon its long sword. Goes in for the longsword strike first. And absolutely misses. Goes in for a bite. And absolutely misses. And then as he snarls, he brings his foot up to try and claw at you with the talons on his feet. And absolutely misses.
Ash laughs.
And it is Ash, your turn.
She's making him two-handed. A 19,
Yep,
a 21,
yep.
and a natural 20.
You're
looks
gonna-
like.
You're gonna kill this man.
Okay. Let's just roll those. One of them is a natural 20.
Alright, so... Yeah. Yeah, you'd absolutely murder this man.
Cool. Love that. We'll close in on this guy,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Lux, it is your turn. One of Abishai remains.
Alright, I'll walk on over here, and I'm going to use True Strike to melee. It's 25,
Yep.
so that'll be... Shit, I think I had turned that on. And then I'll also make that a divine strike. So that is a total of 37 radiant.
That is a dead Abishai.
Mel just mutters, "Told you," in Infernal as the last one falls. And then starts gathering up the rope.
Great. I need, as the last one falls, and your attentions all sort of gather back on what you are here to do, I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw as a burst of the blizzard winds around you in an intense cold.
14, but we're still, I think, were we blessed or aided?
There was a bless for 4 people, not for everybody. How many people were blessed, or who was blessed, Lux?
It was whoever was around Lux.
Yeah, it was Mel, Saren, Redwin, and Aziz.
Okay, so plus 1d4.
You said Constitution?
Okay, so that's a 13.
17 overall, I think.
29.
It's probably a failure, right?
So the only person who saved here is Saren.
Can I use Indomitable?
Sure.
Can I use one of my luck points to re-roll? Well, actually, no. Advantage on the test. So let me just re-roll that. I'm gonna spend the luck point and
Okay.
run that again.
He
Yeah,
rolls
no,
a
I
31.
failed. Yeah, never mind. There's not one on the reroll, so
Okay.
yep, I failed.
So Saren and Ash then are successful. On
Hold
it.
on, I gotta try to log back into my character because I don't know what was going on with my D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
I was having issues earlier today too and had to sign out and back in again.
Yeah, because when I'm trying to click on the little thing to actually pick like a dice to roll, but it's not popping up for me.
Huh.
Because I was trying to roll the
The bless.
bless.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can roll it on the other thing.
If not, I can always roll a d4 for you. Or if you don't.
Yeah, because it's not letting me bring up any dice
Alright.
on either screen.
That is a 2 that has been rolled for you.
I got a 14 total then.
Alright. So again, it is still only Ash and Saren. On a failed save, you take 41 points of cold damage. You take half as much on a successful one.
Okay. This wasn't well planned out, but
Sorry, could you run the damage? Could you tell me the damage numbers again? Sorry, just
41 on a failed save, half as much on a successful. And only Saren and Ash were successful.
one. Not great. My eyes.
So, Meliorus, you still have the hold on the rope, but it does seem that the blizzard is starting to pick up and get worse.
Well, let's regroup. Grab the rope. We keep moving.
How long do you keep moving? Do you recall you've
Until
not...
we're lost.
Do you recall you've not had a long rest in quite some time?
Ash is not willing to stop.
The rest of you?
Diseases thinking it, but this seems like a very Zuko moment right now. I guess we'll keep moving because she's not gonna stop.
Keep moving. We're
Then I need everyone to make for me another Constitution saving throw.
24.
What did I get on the dice?
I didn't see your dice come through this time. Do you want me to just do a roll for you? Oh, there it is. I see a 12 come in for Aziz. All right.
I got 21.
Ash, Lux, and Aziz are going to fail. And you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Just a point of exhaustion.
Just a point of exhaustion, meaning that every d20 test you make until that exhaustion goes away has a -2.
You 5 feet slower.
No, that's old rules. I don't think that... Oh, wait. Is that in new rules?
It's 5 feet for every point of exhaustion. I've been exhausted enough to know.
Ah, I see.
Across all my characters.
All right. You press onward. The blizzard kicks up in its intensity once more, this time obscuring your view. You are blinded, effectively. Pressing on, a few more hours pass. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody again.
I'm gonna drink my potion. Or one of them.
14.
Sure. What potion are you drinking, Aziz?
Potion of healing.
Yeah.
Greater.
Easily done. Alright.
34 plus 4.
It
Hey,
is
now
gonna be Ash, Lux, Redwin, and Aziz this time that fail and gain a point of exhaustion.
Oh, there's a toggle for this on D&D Beyond. I didn't realize. Single point, -2 to D20, -5 to speed. Yep. Okay.
Lux, you hear something beyond the sound of the winds. You hear what sounds like a scream, but it's coming from behind you. But it's haunting.
I might just be tired and hearing things, but there's someone yelling behind us. Something awful.
The rest of you only hear the howling winds of the blizzard.
Which way?
It's just where we came from.
Then we go back.
Okay. You backtrack. And you feel that perhaps you've walked even longer than you did before. I'm gonna ask for another con save.
These dice are not going well. 13. Then minus 2, so that'll be 12. I'm going to burn another luck point.
Okay.
25. 25 minus 2, so 23.
Alright, so it is Ash and Redwin that succeed. Everybody else fails and takes a point of exhaustion. But
6 failed.
no, I said, oh, sorry. I said Ash, so Saren, you're good too. It was Saren, Redwin, and Ash, sorry. It was 2 originally, and then it became 3. But,
Oh, wait, 21 succeeded?
you had an 11 from what I saw.
What?
Yeah,
I could have sworn I think it was
Ash has a
21.
21.
Oh, okay. That's what must have saw hers come up.
Yeah.
Instead of mine. Yeah, I don't even see mine.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see it now.
Yeah, yours is all the way at the top. You're sure, Lux, that the sound came from here. That dreadful screaming. Someone needed help, but here there is nothing. It's just snow everywhere. It's almost hopeless. And in that moment, I'm going to say that we take a real life break, and we'll come back to our icy tundra in a few minutes.
not going to be the best in a fight if we have to.
I don't think any of us are gonna be in a position to stand up and fight. It's If we can talk our way into this, it might be a better way. Might be the more expedient way.
Can we make camp here and maybe go unnoticed?
So, if they're far in.
I'd say it's worth it to scout a little bit before we do, just so we get an idea of who else is here.
I'm not very tired, and I'm pretty sneaky, if that is something that we want to do.
I'd be in favor of that, to be honest. You can get eyes on whoever's here. If they're not a threat, then we can make camp. If they are a threat, then guess we'll cross that bridge when we stab it.
I'd offer to go with you, but I am not sneaky.
It might be best if I go alone.
Guidance.
Thank you, darling.
Roll me a stealth roll then.
Hang on, I'll roll that guidance. So it'll be a 17 with my exhaustion.
17.
I rolled a natural 2.
Oh no. 17, you feel confident that you're moving quietly. Maybe not your best, but you know. But as you move past the main camp that you have found in the entrance of this cave, you don't find an immediate source of the voice, though you do see where the cave progresses down further and into multiple tunnels.
I pause here and make a perception check to see if I can hear, maybe even detect like a language from the voices.
I'm going to say no, again, because what is being heard is faint echoes, so it's like bouncing off, so like words aren't clear because the waves are interacting with each other. So, it's hard to discern what is being said, and because of the way that the ice rings out, it's hard to determine which tunnel it comes from.
Does one tunnel look more used than the others?
Give me a survival roll.
After exhaustion, that'll be a 24.
After 24. Strangely enough, what maybe might be a bit of concern is that they all look equally used in the way that none of them look disused.
Okay. And do they all descend in different directions?
No, not quite. Like some of them have like a more obvious like lean to, but some like I'd say that you're looking at like 3 here. One leaning a little bit further to the left than the others, but the one in the middle goes down a little steeper. So it seems that they aren't like spreading wide, but do lead in different areas.
But none of them like go up or anything.
Nope.
to know who's here and where they are and how many, but I don't know if I want to go traipsing down a tunnel that you guys are not going to know which direction I went in if I run into trouble. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I just want to check my spell list really quick. Ooh, I wish I had remembered I had. Above table, I do have greater invisibility. So I could try push deeper and just run back if I run into trouble.
It's a good option.
Meliors is on her own.
Yeah, it's up to you.
No. I'm gonna come back to the group. Cooler heads.
Yes,
Okay,
it's
they're
very
way
cool.
too cool right now.
Yeah, we're just frozen head.
Yeah, I think you want some warm heads, honestly.
Truly.
Okay. This place seems well used in the fact that there's a lot of branching tunnels coming off of this one. And they all look like people use them. I didn't want to go off someplace and have you guys not know where I was.
Oh, that's smart. I just don't see us having another option. We can set up here near the entrance.
I mean, I can still make the door. That way we can still be comfortable and safer. And because nothing can get in.
Would be the safest.
Plenty of roughly made buildings that you can hide that door within too.
Yeah.
Let's choose one building, barricade as best as we can, and just use that. Because we have an exit, worst comes to worst. If we go further
We got,
inside, then there's, yeah.
it lasts us for 24 hours, so.
All right.
Might be smart to set up a watch anyway, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for whatever dwelling has the best, that looks the most abandoned and like no one really goes in it as much. Less traffic and find a spot behind the door.
Surprisingly, the buildings that are closer to the front seem to be the ones that are least used.
I'll try to pit the door where like even if you're walking by you won't really notice it at, you know, in your peripheral already. And it's not as magnificent of a door.
Good call.
No fancy doors in the ice tunnels.
Yeah. I was like, was that mahogany door always there?
All right. Who goes on what watch?
I can go first. I'm still feeling pretty good.
Red one will volunteer for second, I guess.
Take third.
I'm just gonna sleep. I'll send my familiar out.
Okay.
My wet bird.
Yeah. Which watch do you send your wet bird on?
Uh, whichever one that Ash is a part of. I don't think she's a fan of me, so I'll just. But I know she likes the bird, so.
I love John.
Oh, that's right. We named the bird John. That's right.
John the wet bird.
He's an owl that's all fucked up and sick, and he coughs wetly.
He's nice.
I said he wasn't. He's a wet bird.
Is he
All
like
right, John.
a flying pug at this point? Is what it sounds like.
Let me. I think I sent a picture.
There was a picture, yeah.
He's cute in his own way,
Yeah.
and he's
The
a good
devils.
listener.
Yeah, the hells do messed up things to familiars.
Ah, there he is. There we go.
There's our boy.
That's what he looks like.
He looks
that's
like a
not too
flightless
bad.
bird, but
He's so sweet.
can fly.
He can fly. And he's like always molting his
Molting.
yeah.
Yep.
So
The time he coughed one up.
this
It was gross, but very, very cute.
Alright. Lux, do you join anyone on watch?
Lux is completely exhausted. I don't think he'd be capable of that. So I'm just gonna take it easy.
No problem. Then
He's planning to just have Melioras, even when it's not her watch, just trance by the door inside the mansion. So at least she's still partially aware.
yeah, totally. Melioras, since we've got a basic watch order, and you are on our first watch, give me a perception roll, please.
I'll be a 21.
21. Alright. Keeping an eye out, and you are hearing those voices again, just sort of echoing from the ice below. And like last time, it's hard to make out any sort of words or languages, but different to last time, it sounds like there's more activity.
Do they sound closer, or do I just hear other noises mixed in amongst the words?
Just other noises in extent, and maybe even more voices.
Okay. When it comes time for Redwind's watch, I'll pass that information along. And then I'll just settle into my meditation next to the door and still keep my ears partially aware for noises.
Now, are you next to the door on the outside or on the inside?
Oh, on the inside. I want to be warm.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Alright.
Edwin gets that information. He steps out into the cold and tries to keep an ear out for what Melioras just relayed.
Alright. Redwind, go ahead, roll for me a perception roll for your watch.
Alright. In this case, I'll still be exhausted, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be 0 or 1.
Okay.
A dirty one. Yep.
All right. Then with that, this is gonna be interesting.
Here.
The voices seem to have died down by the time that your watch really takes effect. But you do still hear the ringing of the eyes, just the ambient noise of the cave you reside in. But what happens here is at the edge of the area, Redwin, you see movement. It's like some small figure rushing through the shadows into one of the lean-tos, the hazardous buildings that have been made here.
Based on what he sees, he's going to try and again, he's not feeling particularly stealthy, but he's gonna try and move a bit to get a better view of what it was, the shape that he saw moving.
Okay.
As far as watch goes, I'm here by myself outside the door, essentially. Like
Yes.
everyone is back inside the. Yeah.
That is correct. So, yeah, as you move to get a better look, go ahead, give me a perception roll here, and since you're using your eyes, you can get that advantage.
Okay, and he's gonna fix his goggles. Yeah, these are not great rolls. This is a 5, a 2, and a 6. He is
As you,
still much more winded than he expected he was.
yeah, as you look in that direction, you're fairly certain you see a tail sort of swishing, like your own or like Ash. Smaller though, like that of a child.
He's going to. Okay. His bow is in his hand, but he's going to kind of just kneel and just kind of semi-whisper, like, anyone there?
There's no response, and you see the tail sort of stop twitching as if someone's consciously trying to stay still.
I'm half blind and a quarter dead, but I can see your tail. You might as well come out.
No movement, no response.
He's gonna sigh and then move a little bit closer. Just announce his saying, I'm going to come closer to your position. Again, I know you're there.
You
He's
say,
assuming, again, he's speaking in common, but again, there's one of those things where he assumes they'll understand, which may not be the smartest assumption on his part, but he doesn't speak in front, so.
yeah, as you speak this out loud and as you get closer, soon you're at where you'd seen, or at least, close enough that it's clear to you in the dark, and you're not looking at a tail at all, you're looking at a piece of rope on the ground. As you look around, you don't see any sort of movements or signs of someone having been here.
he's gonna rub his eyes like, I'm losing it. Is this the rope? Does rope bear a resemblance to the rope that Meliorus was
No,
dragging along, or
it's
it's just another?
older. Yeah, it's part of the lean-to that's here.
Really need to get rest. Seeing things where it shouldn't be. He like mumbled to himself and just kind of circled back slowly. He's still kind of wary, but like, he's gonna head back to the doorway.
Easily done. It is Ash's turn for watch not too long after this. Nothing else of note happens upon your vigilance, Redwind. So,
As he hands over the watch, he's gonna tell Ash, Melioras heard something. I thought I saw something, but it was a piece of rope. I thought it was a tail. I don't know. Keep an eye out, but it's just the cold and the wind that all plays tricks on your eyes and ears. I just like stumble into the door.
popping out alongside Ash is, of course, John, who, in the cold, sort of like shivers. A few of his feathers fall out.
He's gonna recoil it like, and then just kind of try and sidestep. I'm guessing he like tries not to trip on the molding as he goes inside. Like,
As the doors close, oh, bud, you need those. It's cold.
And then there's like just a wet cough.
Oh, bless him.
And Ash, go ahead. Let's get a perception roll for your watch.
Yeah, cool. That's 16.
16. Lovely.
Should you get an advantage because of John there, or no?
Sure, why not? I'll give you advantage.
Okay. Still a 16.
As you're on watch here, you're aware, of course, that things have been heard, things have been seen. But for you, things are quiet. Except for the occasional coughing of John. Which, the longer that the watch goes on, you can hear it start to like dry up some. There's like a perpetual wetness, but it definitely now sounds more rattling
Right.
as the cold sort of sets in.
If it gets really bad, I'm just gonna send him inside. There's no point in him being out in the cold.
Uh,
He's already such a poor creature. Love him to death, but
Ash, I have a question for you.
I have an answer, probably.
Yeah?
I don't know. Depends.
What does your mother smell like?
Fish.
Does she wear any sort of perfumes, or does she make food or anything like that?
I think she tries to cover up the fish smell. It's like rosemary, but with an undertone of like fish guts.
In the moments that you're thinking about sending John back in, you smell that. You smell the rosemary and the underlying smell of fish and chum.
She shoots up. Looking out.
You don't see anyone.
She'll give it a minute. Ma?
You just hear the sort of soft echo of your question ringing off the ice walls. No response.
John, it's weird out here. Go inside.
So, beyond just the sort of weird scent, your watch goes by without issue. You all complete a long rest. Your exhaustion reduces by 1. And you gain back any expended resources, lost HP. And I have a question for Aziz. At
I
any,
too may have an answer.
at any point during your rest, did you look at that amulet?
Yeah, I would have tried to ritually cast Identify on it.
And this is the information that you would get.
Ooh, private messages.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta write this tattoo on me. The feature.
Nice.
Okay.
As we complete the long rest, Redwin's gonna use his celestial resilience from his patron, and offer to grant the party. Everyone in the party can gain 12 temp HP, and I'll gain 19 temp HP. To complete the long
Love
rest.
celestial warlocks.
I didn't realize we would be rescuing celestials, although it seems thematically appropriate. That was not planned at all.
I do want to say some of y'all still look a little tired, and 4 of us have feather tokens that have charges where we can do greater restoration, which I believe would remove a point of exhaustion. So is it worth doing that before we set off today?
You know, I'm an idiot. I could have cast Greater Restoration before long rest, because I hadn't used any of my spell slots.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be happy to give up my charm of vitality.
I won't ask you to give it up. I'll just use mine.
Oh, this is the feather charm of restoration, but yes, some of us also have a charm of vitality as well. But I think Mel, Ash, Saren, and Aziz have the feather charm of restoration.
Yeah, I was gonna use mine. I mean, we got another 12 hours on this um mansion, and I would at least like to be a little bit better because I think I had 4 levels of exhaustion. This will knock me down. If I use the feather, it'll be down to 2.
Who is better than 4?
Yeah.
I can give you what the casting off of my feather.
If you want to save that feather, I can cast Greater Restoration on Aziz, if that'll help. Unless he already has it.
I don't think
No, I
wizards
do
get
not
that.
have. Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
Okay.
Get
I
access to that.
have both my feather and my potion or my charm.
Let's not. I'd say maybe let's hold on to it for a little bit. Aziz, if you can spot me 100 gold worth of diamond dust, I can cast Greater Restoration on you.
I can take 100 gold coins and attempt to make it diamond dust.
I could cast it as well, but I am out of dust after trying to
Actually,
break that thing.
okay, you know what? I do have, like, there's one of those cases where I did bring a bunch of spell components. I have like 5 diamonds worth of dust, so I'll burn off one of them.
Okay.
And then I will use one of my spell slots to cast Greater Restoration on Aziz. And that is 1 level of exhaustion removed. He will take the 100 gold though. Like, I'll buy some dust with us afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
Daddy
my
more.
feather.
Okay.
Then that will bring me down to no exhaustion.
Was Ash using that on Aziz, or was Ash using it?
On myself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you. My bad.
Yes.
Misheard you.
So red one cast Restoration on Aziz, so you should be at 0 exhaustion. Ash used it on herself.
Well,
Are any of us
Aziz
exhausted?
had 3 at the start of this day. So Redwin using 1 brings Aziz down to 2. His Greater Restoration
Alright,
takes
sorry.
off 1 exhaustion.
1 level. Yeah, right. Sorry. Yep.
And then I would use my charm
Which brings you
to
down
bring
to
it down to
1.
1. Yeah. I'll make do
How
with
how's Lux?
this.
Lux is blinking one eye at a time.
Lux is
and
at
not looking so good.
2 exhaustion right now.
Yeah, too.
I'll use my charm on Lux to reduce it by 1.
Thank you, Saren. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I seem to manage okay out there. Deep wild space is often cold.
Yeah, Waterdeep winter's not like this.
We'll keep you moving.
Are we ready to set out and explore the ice cavern?
No,
Yes, please.
but we're going to anyway.
Then we descend. And as Meliors had said before, there is winding tunnels. They are slippery as you move further in, as there are meltwater tracks and trails here. It seems that while you didn't quite notice it before in your desire to get out, the caves are warmer than outside. Still cold, but not quite as cold. I will ask for either perception or survival checks here.
That's a 30.
Got a 20.
19.
Saren, they're tunnels. They're made of ice.
I'm in too many tunnels. ice, flesh, tumors, rock. It's great.
Yeah. For Ash, Mel, Redwin, and Lux, however. Before, from what Mel had seen on a cursory glance, all of these tunnels seem to descend. But now that you're actually moving through that, you'd start to notice that some paths branch off and actually climb slightly higher.
Do we still hear voices echoing, or
You
has
do.
it gotten quieter?
You do hear echoes of voices, and they seem to be coming from those ones that climb higher.
Mel will say quietly to the others, I think the voices might be coming from above.
I'm just gonna ask Meliors, like, you're... Can you tell from any tracks or anything on the ground what could be waiting up there?
Can I? I looked the previous day, and it just looked used. But is there, now that we're in the tunnels proper, is there any other details I can glean?
Not really, just like it's shiny from being used. Like there's the trail of the meltwater, but um, there's enough passage over the ice that there's not like a hoarfrost that overcomes it.
Unfortunately, no. I'm not seeing any sorts of tracks in here. Just that there's been something that passed through here.
Wanna head to where we're hearing the voices? Seems as good a bet as any.
I agree.
What's the plan here?
Continuing towards the voices.
Yes, but are you doing so
Okay.
cautiously, or?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm not good at that.
Would you like me to help us be better at that?
You can certainly try.
Remember, you are in an echoey ice cavern with a verbal component.
Yeah.
Just
That defeats the purpose.
it could help, but it could also hinder. Just something to keep in mind and consider.
Well,
I don't want to give up our position.
I don't either, but if you remember, I've been rolling pretty well, except for the only other stealth check that we've made.
I mean, we're hearing echoing sounds, but there's not that many of us. It might even out.
Suppose they might not be able to tell where the noise is coming from, just that there was a noise.
I'm down to try to be cautious.
Yeah.
Okay. I I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. And when we roll our stealth rolls here, you all can add a +10 to your stealth roll.
That'll be nice.
I don't think it'll matter for some of us. That's a 32.
I am rolling with disadvantage, but
Oh, Lux.
There.
yeah,
I don't
that's
know
a
if all yours added together equal mine.
so that's a nat
I don't know if I'd
one.
rolled 10 or above today.
Oh no.
So this has
Oh.
been a fun roller coaster. I've gotten 2 nat 20s on checks, and this is another nat one. So this one, if I get another nat one on an ability check, that probably balances out.
Alright, cool. So, when you climb up the area and you see that there is like another small village here, but this one actually has people in it, all of them are looking at your group. Um, as you see this village of Kuatoa here,
Oh,
and they've got like an ice lake that they're kind of it is at like the center of their village, and like small uh ice carved huts, and yeah, you have all eyes on you when you guys approach.
It's my spell, I guess.
Hello.
Do they seem threatened by us, or is it just surprise?
Uh,
I don't think I've ever encountered a quote like that. I don't think Redmond's encountered them before. So
roll an insight check.
I mean, this is something I'm technically supposed to be good at, but not today.
You've
You
never seen a person of quite this fishy physiology, so it's hard to discern body language on them. Um, like just to give a visual of like a little bit of what you're looking at here. No, wrong thing.
That might explain what I smelled earlier.
Yeah, I haven't seen these folks out in the water deep, so I have no idea what I'm looking at. He's just gonna like, again, just raise one of his hands just in a show of good faith, but he's gonna look around at the rest of the party, so like what their reactions are. Because he's seen some things, he hasn't seen these things.
I'm assuming I would have seen one.
You've seen them before, but these are not like the Kuatoa of the Underdark. They seem to have like thick, blubbery skin to help with the cold. And the way that their coloration is more akin to like a darker blue than purple, something you might see under deep water with little light. So similar, but not the same.
We start taking steps closer. Do they seem defensive or just
Roll an insight.
curious? Okay. How's that 14?
14. They don't seem curious, really. The way that they're looking at you is more of like the audacity of these people.
Gotcha.
But they also aren't raising any arms or weapons. So they don't
That's
seem
great news.
hostile, but they also don't seem friendly.
Okay.
Unimpressed.
Ash's hands will go up too. We speak common?
Just a lot of blinks.
Probably not.
How about Elvish and Elvish?
More blinks.
Infernal?
But
Celestial.
they do respond to Infernal.
Ash will continue in Infernal. Sorry to intrude. We heard voices. And we're looking for people.
Everyone comes here looking for something. One of the older Kuatoas speaks, and you can see like this one is adorned in like all sorts of like jewels and like ribbons of like pearls. There are two others that seem to be as equally decorated as this one.
I know it's a long shot. But are there any humans here?
If you need to find something, you must ask Jackie.
Where's he at?
Kajaki is at the bottom of the chasms, the deepest waters. It is Kajaki that brings all here and provides all here.
Okay. She'll kind of give Mel a look like.
Mel, this tracks with the experiences you've heard of with Kuatoa. They are, more often than not, deeply fanatical in their religious beliefs.
Mel's gonna return the look to Ash and just be like,
Okay. She'll turn to everyone else. They say we gotta find the guy named Dejaki.
Okay, they give you directions?
He's in the lowest caverns and the deepest waters.
Oh, of course he is.
Rough
Cool.
translation.
So we head back and go down, essentially.
I don't know.
I mean, the path that might not took us here, so the path we didn't take would take us down. Probably.
a little concerned that now that we know where we're going, sort of.
Yeah, we're not lost.
Maybe we're not lost anymore.
Feels weird. Although there were signs.
Could be that you've already found where you needed to be.
It
Oh,
feels crazy,
pretty
but
lost.
it feels right.
Do we want to ask if there's other lost souls like us down below?
I mean, that's
Just-
kind of what Ash asked and got
Oh,
the
sorry, right,
yeah,
right.
and got the Gajaki
Okay.
Gajaki answer.
Okay.
Now, there is also something else here in Stygia that is being looked for by Blux.
Yeah.
There is a magic item somewhere. If you wish to ask about that, though, they might still tell you to ask Kajaki.
Right, yeah.
He seems to know all.
Yeah, Ash will ask about it. She'll turn back and be like, we're also looking for another thing.
It's a rod. I'll say an infernal.
Treasure. Treasures are offered as sacrifices to Kajaki in the below.
Right. Does the Cavern of Found Things mean anything to you?
They sort of there's almost 40 of these Kuatoa here, and so like the ones that aren't like bedecked out in jewels are looking to the ones that are, and the three of them sort of confer with each other, and found things are offered in the depths.
Right, to Kajaki.
And you get like 3 nods.
Right, okay. So we just go down.
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 And then you start to hear like the others and like
Oh no!
and like for all of you, like you hear like them chanting this one word over and over again, and those of you that understand Infernal just hear down, 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 down.
They say we gotta go down.
Lux looks really concerned.
Yeah,
And
same,
confirmed.
same
Yeah.
for Redwood. Like, so this means they're not going to try to eat us, right?
It doesn't.
I have no idea what you guys are
mean
saying to
that-
them.
It doesn't seem like they want to eat us.
It hasn't come up though. To be
No.
honest.
Do you want me to ask? If
No,
I
I
ask,
want-
they'll probably
No,
give him
no,
ideas.
If
I
you
don't
ask,
want
it'll
them to ask.
interrupt their
The idea
chanting.
in her head.
Yeah.
I am gonna say Redwin's gonna keep an eye out on the ground for like any bones picked clean or anything like that.
You would
Like-
see that there are bones, but they're all fish bones. But they do just kind
Well-
of leave the bones of their food all around. So like when you step, there's crunches.
He's gonna look underfoot and look around. He's like, well, I don't see bones of people, so I
Okay.
guess they're not gonna eat us. Or
Well,
at
then-
least-
Why don't we leave them to their chanting? Just find a way down.
So as you... Oh? Does Mel
I
do
was just
something?
gonna say they're gonna just keep doing this.
Yeah.
So we may as well just go.
Okay.
So, when you leave, you do hear the echoes of their chanting bouncing off the wall. And it's
So unsettling.
very reminiscent to what you had heard before, though it does seem, because you are so much closer, a lot clearer. And as you proceed further down the tunnels of ice, I think that's where we're gonna call our session here. Mainly because I need to be up hella fucking early.